Hello everyone, it's Ben from TV Parts today. We are going to be removing the back as well as the boards from this Samsung unit behind me. It is a UN46D7000. If you need any help, if you need to order any parts, you can give us a call at 1-800-203-7484 and let's get into it. Now that we have the back of the unit here, we are going to get the screws removed. The ones that are just on this metal plate right here. We're gonna have to get this metal plate removed first and then we'll start working on this one. So let's get these screws out. Okay, let's do a once over just to make sure that we got everything out. Does look like it. We'll find a place. I like to use these two little spots right here just to lift this up, and this comes right away from the TV. Now, it does look like to get to this T-Con board, we are going to need to get this plastic piece around the outside out as well. So that's going to be the next step here. So after we have those screws out, I do believe that this plastic piece is actually connected to the bezel on the television, and most likely this is going to be connected on the inside. We'll have to just be a little careful once we're removing it. We're not damaging anything. Yeah, I can feel it connected right here. So we're going to lift up on this gently, see where this is, and I think we're going to get you a little bit better angle so that we can show you actually removing these cables from this plastic piece. So what we want to do here to get this speaker and this plastic piece away from the rest of the television here, we're just going to do a couple things. This should just pop right out. There are two little plugs that they set into, like in these little recessed parts right here, and they do attach to the frame as well. So if they're actually in this plastic piece, you can just drop it out there. There's a plug on the side if you need to remove it. It's really simple to do that. You can get this set off to the side. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and get this piece of tape lifted up. And that's going to allow us to actually remove this plug from the main board. And we're just going to squeeze down on both of the small tabs on the side, which allows us to walk that away from the board. Now we can take this whole plastic piece, set off to the side, and we can get started on these boards. The first board that we're going to be removing is the main board. There are a series of clips and plugs down along the side that we're going to want to get removed first. This guy at the very, very top, you're just going to want to depress the little lever with your thumbnail, which allows you to just pull that directly away from the board. This one is going to have a clip on the left and right side that we're going to want to depress with both fingers at the same time, and that should allow us to pull that away as well. This cable right here, almost the same thing, except they're going to be these small plastic buttons on the side that effectively release the latches, and they come right out. This is the one that we released previously that was connected to the plastic backing that goes around the outside of the television. This guy right here, we're going to depress with our thumbnail, which releases the latch, and it comes right out. Now that we've got all the plugs away from the board, we can take these screws out, and that should release the board from the chassis. So after we have those screws removed, there does appear to be a little bit of adhesive underneath here. You just want to be careful as you're pulling up on it not to cause too much pressure or stress to the board. It should just pop up and away. It's giving me a little bit of grief here, but just want to stay with it. Like I said, not causing too much pressure to the board. It looks like one of them stayed on the chassis, one of them stayed on the board here. Those are pretty sticky adhesive, so just stay with it. Like I said, don't cause too much stress to risk bending or breaking the board, and that's the main board. Next up is the T-Con board. We are going to want to do just a little bit cable management here before we actually get to the board itself, as well as this plate. So first what we're going to do, this speaker that's on the other side, it is just stuck in here with these little rubber stoppers. They drop right in there, really easy just to lift up on them. There's a small plug on the side. If you just push down with your thumbnail, it comes right away, which allows the speaker to come out. You can set that off to the side, which will allow us to then do a little bit of management with this cable here. These clips, you just lift up on them, they come apart. You should just be able to pull that out. We're just going to move this out of our way to make our lives a little bit easier. So after we've done that, what we're going to do is go ahead and get this cabling right here removed from the T-con board. You just push down on the two small buttons on the side, which unlatches it. And you should just be able to walk it away from the T-con board. It comes right out, no problem. We're going to take this metal housing piece off and we're going to see what we have underneath here. Those 4 screws removed, we should be able to lift up on this metal plating. And it does appear we got one little cable caught here. Same thing. You can just stretch these apart, which allows the cables to come out, not a problem. Set that off to the side. Now it does look like we have some very fine, small screws. Those are probably gonna be pretty delicate, so we're gonna wanna use our #1 Phillips head screwdriver to get that off of there. But first, let's get these ribbon cables. You pop them up with your fingernail. Ribbon cables come right out, real simple. So let's get these screws out. After we get those screws removed, we should just be able to lift up on the board. Thing comes away from the chassis, no adhesive, and that's the T-con board. The power supply board is up next. We do just have 3 clips to remove, and then we can get the screws out from around the outside. This guy is real simple. We want to pinch down on these 2 little buttons here, which unlatches it. You can just walk it right out of there. Same thing with this guy. You can't probably really see it, but we're going to pinch down in the same style as the one I believe that is on the main board. And it just depresses the lever, and then it should just come directly up from the power supply board. Pinch down on it, pull directly up. And you can see this lever right here. You just push it and it pops up. Now we just got the screws and we can get this out of here. And that's it. Easy enough to get that power supply board out of here. All right, that's all for this Samsung unit today. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you do subscribe, you will qualify for 20% off your first order through TV Parts Today, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for watching another TV Parts Today repair video. If you have a question regarding your TV repair, post a comment and we will try to help. And don't forget, you can help us and stay up to date by subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Also, check us out on Facebook for exclusive promo codes.